So, good morning, everyone. So, I welcome everyone, all the participants, professors, and invited speakers to the inauguration webinar of eSIM Marathon. So, a warm welcome to everyone. I'm very excited that we have got very good registration and all the students will really do well. So, let us start this inauguration by first inviting our principal investigator, Professor Prabhu. He is a professor in aerospace department. He has also been the head of the computer center department last year at IIT Bombay, and now he is leading the torch for FOSSEE. And may I please invite Professor Prabhu Ramachandran to speak a few words and motivate the students and to contribute to marathon. Thank you. Professor Prabhu, I see Professor Prabhu has joined. Can you hear me, sir?
Good morning, ma'am.
Good morning. Okay, I think Professor Prabhu is having some problem. Let us invite Professor Karnan. He he's a IC. He's also there. And Karnan sir, can you hear me?
I think Professor Prabhu should go first. I'll wait.
Okay, so let me check what the problem is with him. I will just call and talk to him. Yes, so Professor Prabhu is with us due to some problem. He was not able to hear me, but definitely he is here. So, Professor Prabhu, over to you.
Hi everyone. I hope you can see me and hear me.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So everyone, welcome to this session. Hi Sumanto. Hi Vinita. And hello Professor Karnan and other members of the eSim team, as well as many of our participants. Do we have to wait for any longer for more participants, or just
So,
start?
we already started some late
All right.
so that
Okay.
everyone.
Folks are still coming.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're
Okay.
still coming in.
Folks are still coming in. Okay. All right. So, welcome everyone. I'm Prabhu Ramachandran. I am one of the co-PIs of FOSSEE, but currently uh, the main PI, although Professor Karnan has been spearheading this effort for many years. Um, I have recently taken over as the PI, but we, of course, continue to have Professor Karnan's valuable support. So I welcome you to this eSIM marathon. In the past, we have conducted this eSIM marathon I think 3 times. And we prefer to use the term marathon rather than hackathon because hackathon tends to be typically associated with software, and this marathon is more like a marathon. It's like, I think it runs for about 3 weeks. I believe all of you must be familiar with how this works. Um, but the goal that we're trying to set up here is to provide you an opportunity to learn you know uh, uh, how to do these kind of analysis and build circuits, um, and do the analysis of these circuits as well using open source tools like eSim. And one of the nice things about this entire marathon is that it makes it easy for you to collaborate with many of the other participants all across the country. And we often have many enthusiastic students. We also have several faculty members and also have industry professionals, along with the eSIM team who will be closely mentoring all of you during this marathon. And so I believe we'll be using Slack in order to interact. So please take up this opportunity, to interact with everyone, because this is a great way to network. In fact, some of the best ways to learn more and make new friends for life very often is through some of these platforms where you get to interact. So I personally have on many conferences I've made friends for life. I know them for 20 years. Based on meeting them at a conference, a technical conference, and then continuing such meetings, and then of course having collaborative projects or things like that with such people. So this is an extremely uh, useful thing for your growth, for your own personal growth. Um, and it also gives you a great opportunity to meet a lot of people who have shared interests and who probably know other things that you may not know. So this is a great way to learn. So this, along with the mentorship that you will get during this marathon, is something that you should certainly look forward to and make the most of. Right? And the nice thing with some of these online interactions is that it doesn't require you to come to Bombay or stay here or any of that. You can do it at your comfort of your own home through your phone or any of your devices, and still interact in an asynchronous fashion. So this is really convenient. The other thing is the impact of this marathon goes well beyond what you're doing here. In addition to making friends and learning a lot of the students who've done this before and done a good job have eventually ended up in really big companies that do this sort of work. And some of them have also gone on to do academic research. So this is excellent for your career as well, in addition to personal growth. So we hope that this becomes an environment for you to learn, and it's a fun way to learn and do something useful. And I believe that some of the designs have also ended up um, going all the way until the point where an actual chip is being produced. So if you're lucky, if you're one of the lucky few, you might actually end up with a chip that you've designed, which is really nice to have. So once again, I welcome you all to this marathon, and I'm really happy and excited to see the amount of effort that the eSIM team has put into making this happen after so many years. I think it's been 3 years since we had this competition last. So it's great to see that this is resumed. So thank you, Sumanto and team. And I wish you all the best. And I really hope that you have a fun time, working on this marathon, and that this sets you up for life in some way. Wish you all the best, and have a wonderful marathon.
Thank you, Professor Prabhu, for your motivating words.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. So now I would like to call Professor Karnan. He's with us. He is still supporting us. He is now one of the co-PIs, but he's still supporting us and helping us and guiding us and how to take FOSSEE ahead. So I invite Professor Karnan to, inspire us, motivate us, or give guidelines to students how to go about eSIM. So Karnan sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Over to you, sir. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Vinita. Good morning, Professor Prabhu, and all the other people who have assembled, organizers, faculty members. I see some industrial partners also, and of course, the most important people, namely the students. Really delighted to have you all here. So this hackathon is being or marathon is being conducted as an initiative of FOSSEE. FOSSEE stands for Free and Open Source Software for Education. It is funded by the Ministry of Education, Government of India. In fact, thanks to the ministry, thanks to the funding, we have been able to do many of these activities. FOSSEE promotes a lot of other software as well. For example, Scilab, Python, OpenFOAM, Open Modelica, DWSIM, Arduino. Then, of course, we have animation tools, graphics and animation tools, and then science software. Recently, FOSSEE has taken up Koha and DSpace. So there are quite a few software systems that FOSSEE promotes. The GIS, one of the QGIS, is another software that FOSSEE promotes in a big way. eSim is, although we have many other things, I would say eSim is the flavor of the day. It has a lot of relevance with our India semiconductor mission. And India is expected to become a leader in this area soon. And it's one of the areas where, I myself used to be very interested in. I recall the days when I did a master's in electrical engineering. Although I'm a chemical engineer, I also did a master's in electrical engineering at Rice University. And in fact, we designed a programmable sweep frequency generator. It was a 32-bit chip that we designed, that I designed. In fact, I led the team of 5 students at Rice. And then, in fact, that was probably the first design that was ever sent to a foundry for fabrication. And I'm talking about 1985. Most of you, I guess, would not have been born at the time, 40 years ago. And it was an incredible experience. I really enjoyed it. And the goal is something similar here, that you will design something and hopefully we can send it out for tape out. Okay. Of course, the tools are a lot better now, and manufacturing facilities are also many more. In those days, there were only a few. Now there are many. Of course, it is still expensive. I think Sumanto is still trying to find out funds for this. Hopefully, we'll get some funds to do that. But unlike software, the hardware is something, it's really amazing because you can actually see something happening. I remember the time when we wrote first program in a lab at when I was doing my master's in electrical engineering. We just, it was a Z80 single board computer system. We learned to integrate, interface, write code, and see amazing things. And those things I still remember. What is the meaning of read cycle, having read operation taking 3 clock cycles, or write operation taking 4 clock cycles, and things like that. So those things really help you understand how a computer works. And here, of course, you will use eSim. eSim is based on ngSpice and KiCad. In fact, it is possible to even create Gerber files out of that. You can, using KiCad, you create schematic. Using ngSpice, you can do the simulation and validate it. Now, of course, we have included the digital things also. It's also possible to do mixed mode simulation. You will know all about it. I want to say a few words about the relevance of this, core area. I would call it the core area as opposed to just doing some software work. Of course, in software also there are core areas. For example, somebody who is working in compiler design, in computer science, for example, they have a core area, namely compiler design. Similarly, operating system design and so on and so forth. But there are, there are also people who use IT as a support services, right? To create a web page, to create database, to do many of these things as more as a support service. And these are probably some of the things that are going to be done by quite a bit of these support services are going to be taken over by AI in the days to come. And so I always emphasize people to work in the core area. Don't give up on the core area, because that is something that in which the student gains a lot of experience. For example, any electrical engineer or electronics engineer working on this marathon would have studied at least 3-4 years, and that kind of expertise is very valuable, and you would put that here to learn advanced things. And as Professor Prabhu Ramachandran already pointed out, these are cutting edge areas, cutting edge technologies. There are going to be a lot of jobs in India Semiconductor Mission and so on. But equally, there are also a lot of small scale companies that are interested in using these tools. For them, commercial tools are very expensive. For example, there could be somebody who's just trying to build, let's say, controller for a water heater, okay, or an iron box, things like that, whatever we use in our day-to-day life, okay. Or even if you take, an automobile, for example, several years ago, we heard that Mercedes-Benz used to have 700 microcontrollers. I'm talking about the story maybe 15 years ago. The situation will be a lot more advanced now. It'll be many more now. Even, a car that costs 10 lakhs may also have many of these microcontrollers and various ICs and so on and so forth, sensors, and then air conditioning unit inside the car that keeps the keeps the environment in a comfortable way, so that you can undertake long journeys, for example, cruise control, so on and so forth, and fuel injection. The automobile is one in which you have a large amount of automation, large number of sensors present, and so on and so forth. And you need to make all of these. And these may not necessarily be in the scale of a processor that may have several million transistors. Some of the ones that I'm talking about may have only, let's say, 10,000 transistors. But those are also extremely important. And possibly those are things you may not need really high-end manufacturing units to produce those. Even with a lower investment, smaller amount of investment, you may be able to produce some of these. And so starting from controller for room heater or water heater, air conditioner, and so on, automobile units, and so on and so forth, all the way up to 3 nanometer technology and things like that, really high-end building supercomputers and so on and so forth. You have an entire spectrum, and there is room for every one of you. And for us to become a developed country, we have to do well in all of these. And also teaching students how to do this. some of you may become faculty members in engineering colleges, and you may produce many more people. And for you, you should have access to affordable tools. So that way, open source software is really amazing that you can use it. In fact, there are 4 freedoms available. You can use it, you can share it, you can modify it, you can share the modified code. So you have all these 4 freedoms available for eSim, and you will be able to use this in your class, you might be teaching in a really top-end institution or in a rural and remote area where students may not have access to many expensive things. So some of this will be very useful. We look at it as a learning, it's a platform for learning. Marathon or any of these community events is a learning process in which you will form a team, work with a team, and then of course some of you might work alone as well, but you learn to work with each other, learn to learn from each other, and you also learn new methodologies for learning. For example, you might use spoken tutorial. You might Sumanto has created some of the spoken tutorials on eSim. These are guaranteed for self-learning, and you don't need anybody to teach you. For example, you might say that, look, I'm from an ordinary college. My teacher hasn't taught me. Can I compete with students who are from great places? You need to have no worries on that count whatsoever. I assure you, we have a crack team. You just have to tell our team that you have a problem, and our team will come out of its way to come and help you. I would say that you please come forward 25%, and our team will come forward 75% of the way to reach out to you in case you're getting stuck. We'll help you. Of course, you have to put in that effort. If you say that I'm not going to do any work, I expect the eSim team to help. That is, not possible. But you will see that. I mean, you can imagine if somebody is showing interest in what you're doing, you will show a lot of interest. You will want to help people to come forward. This is it's a good learning method through spoken tutorial. And as already mentioned, I have retired from IIT Bombay, although I continue to help FOSSEE once in a while. And we have started a company called Edu Pyramids. And the objective is to help every one of you, every one of the colleges and schools to come up in the IT domain, in the skills area. With initiatives like this, we will achieve the objective that Dr. Abdul Kalam, our former beloved president, a goal that he set for us, that we should desire to live in a developed India. We should want to live in a developed India. We should work for it, and with your help and all of us working together, it should be possible. Thank you very much. I wish this event all the success. I want every one of the teams to complete the work. I would want every one of the teams to upload your contribution onto the FOSSEE portal. And I would want every one of the teams to get the URL of your contribution. And that you can share for jobs, internships, higher studies, and so on and so forth. That is a proof. Otherwise, people ask, you went to an ordinary college. What is the proof you know? You can say that you participated in the eSim marathon conducted by FOSSEE IIT Bombay, and my design is in this location in the FOSSEE website. If you want, go and check it. And if you have any questions, ask me. I'm willing to answer anytime. You should be able to do that. If you do that, I tell you this is going to be extremely useful, and I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. That was really inspiring and very motivating from you. Yes, students should listen to what Professor Karnan has said and do maximum contributions. And we are here to help you. If you encounter, we will, in fact, have many webinars also. We'll handhold you. But yes, you have to come 25%. Definitely, we'll come 75%. So, thank you, Professor Karnan, for your motivating words. So, we do this ritual after the event, but now most of the people goes at the end of the event. So, let us just click one picture since we have both the professors together. So let us just click one picture. Let us on our web camera. So I request all our participants to switch on the cameras and let us click a picture. I think Deepak from eStudio team, you'll click the picture, right?
Okay, Vinita, I will take.
Yeah, please do. So I want to see everyone's camera on.
I think we'll have to switch to the tiles version so that we can get the
Yeah,
maximum.
that I think
Deepak will do.
Deepak can do.
I will do.
But I don't see participants switch oning their camera. I'll have to call out the names then. Yeah. Saurabh, Ravi has put on. Then Nirmiti, Jhanvi,
While
Piyush.
they're, I think, getting ready to turn the camera.
Yeah, to switch on the camera
Is
probably.
Sumanto there?
Yes, Sumanta is here, sir.
Sumanto, is anybody from Lodex team joining?
No, unfortunately, Vladek is traveling and other people are also busy, but we will invite them in the webinars which we will conduct later on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sudarshan, Chatursh. Yeah, so most of the people have switched.
Okay, I will take the count of three. Okay.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Done. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. So, thank you to Professor Karnan and Professor Prabhu for motivating and inspiring the students. And now I invite Miss Usha Vishwanathan. She is the FOSSEE Senior Manager, and she is actually managing the whole of the FOSSEE team and coordinating with the ministry, everything, whatever comes in FOSSEE. She is the one who is leading the team. So I request Usha to give some insights about FOSSEE, give some introduction about FOSSEE.
Thank you, Vinita. Am I audible? Yeah, thank you. So, thank you for that wonderful introduction. So, I work with this, I have been working with this team for the past um, 12 years or so. So, I have pretty much seen how eSIM came in the starting stages and then it is now in the current stage. So I have seen the growth of eSIM. It was first started as OSCAD and later due to some issues which cropped up, we had to change it to eSIM. So eSIM is the one, and when it started, it had only analog simulation. Then later we worked and then we also introduced the digital simulation, and now the current eSIM has got mixed mode simulation also. So let me first talk about FOSSEE. So this project actually started in 2009. So for the past 16 years we are running, and this is a project which is funded by the Ministry of Education. I want to see the screen. Ministry of Education, and we started with Scilab and Python, and later one by one we added. Now we have around 13 software initiatives which we are promoting. So let me just go to our web page fossee.in and show you the Yeah, so this is the basic, the main web page of FOSSEE. So normally we announce all our events as web manner. So this we will remove in some time because the registrations are over now for the internship and the marathon. So we publicize through these web banners. And of course we have social media channels also handles where we actually put the announcements. So if you are on social media platforms, do follow us for all the updates. So these are each software which we are promoting. So you can see eSim. If I click on eSim, it will take me to the eSim web page. So here you can see that we have lot of activities lined up, and as of course Professor Karnan has told, we have an excellent learning material for eSIM, that is eSIM spoken tutorial. So if you go here, the spoken tutorial will open up and you can get the tutorials on eSIM. So eSIM you have. So after learning the software, you can do various activities which we are offering to familiarize more on eSIM and become experts in whatever activity you are doing. For example, circuit simulation is you have to select a electronic circuit, you can simulate it and create the schematic and then simulate it and submit it to us. So our team will curate it and then upload it on our web page. So if you see here we have the circuit simulation. So you have to first submit a proposal, and then once your proposal goes through and your circuit is approved, then it will be uploaded on this link is a completed circuit simulations. So here you can see that there are a lot of students who have contributed to our activity, and till date we have around 360 circuits under the circuit simulation project and around 300-350 more under the marathons. These were also, so totally we have around 700 circuit simulations which are uploaded on our web page. So let me just click on one of the submissions. So if I click on the submission, it's not opening. So you can see that as our project is a project which promotes free and open source software. So whatever code or whatever circuits we generate or create are actually released on open source. So you can actually see what exactly the circuit is dealing about in the abstract, and you can download the circuit simulation and you can run it on eSIM and see what exactly the circuit does. And we also recognize the student who actually has submitted that particular code. So here you can see that Ms. Shanti Priya has submitted this code on Vedic multiplier. So this is a circuit which she has submitted, and her institute, and she can actually show this to any give this link to any people or institutions where she is applying for higher studies or for jobs. So she can use this and tell the person that she knows the circuit simulation and this is her work which is uploaded on our web page. So this is a facility which we give to all our contributors, even other software also. For example, if you contribute in Scilab also, you will get a link like this where you can actually take it anywhere and show your work to the world. So and a lot of students have actually taken benefit of this, and some of them have got higher studies opportunities, or they have got better job opportunities. So lot of students are using this for their career betterment. So this is about the eSIM circuit simulation, and the newest activity which we have started is research migration project. So research migration, you have to select a paper where they have done some circuit simulation using some commercial software. You can actually do that simulation in eSIM and submit it to us. So again, our team will check for the clarity and compare it, and then we will upload it. So here also you will have uh, a repository of circuits which are actually migrated. So currently we have around 151 circuits. So these are all published papers. These circuits all are from some published papers which were actually simulated using a commercial software. So these are the various activities currently we are having under eSIM. And of course, if you are not familiar with eSIM, definitely go to the spoken tutorial website and refer to those tutorials and get familiar and come and submit some proposal, and then we will take it forward. So let me come back to the marathon. So this is the fourth marathon which we are actually conducting, and I will ask Vinita to talk about the benefits of eSIM, and later Sumanto, my team member, will actually talk more about the marathon and the process which you have to follow to continue with the circuit simulation. So I wish all of you best of lucks for the successful completion of the circuit and submission, and best wishes to all. Thank you, Vinita.
Yeah. So, thank you, Usha. So, it's over to me now. So, I'm here to tell you the insights of eSIM. So, let me introduce myself first. I should have done it at the start, but yeah. So, I'm Vinita Parmar. I'm
I will,
working.
Vinita, I will do that for you.
Okay, fine.
So, Vinita is another senior project manager in our team. So, she is a specialist in Scilab. So, she looks after the Scilab team and also help us in the overall management of the team. She is with us for the past around 10 to 11 years, and she is also a master's in electronics. So she is a very best person to talk about eSIM and about its features. So let me give the mic to Vinita. So Vinita, please go ahead.
Yeah, thank you so much. So, although I wanted to tell that although I'm leading the Scilab effort, but my master's is in electronics. So, Sumanto requested me to, uh, explain you about eSIM. So, I see that there are many students who have joined from the remotest part, and they have come all the way in the morning. So, just to motivate you that eSIM is always available. You don't have to go to your college and Arey, I have to do this lab. I have to, install. It is only available in the college labs. So, eSIM is always available to you. You can download it. Usha has already shown you the website. So, that's the first thing I want to tell you about eSIM, that whatever you want to do with the software, you don't have to think that I have to go to school, college for the license version or for the students version. You can do it on your laptop, freely available anytime. You can just go to the website, download it, and start using it. It is that simple. So that's the first benefit of eSIM, I will say. And whatever the other softwares can do, definitely eSIM can do. All the UG experiments, which you see, the BJT amplifier, the flip flops, everything can be done in eSIM very easily. We have a very good library of devices. We have a very good tutorials made. Professor Karnan already mentioned that spoken tutorials are made on eSIM. Now we have actually updated to the current version of eSIM. So I would recommend you all to install eSIM first, go through the spoken tutorials and do hands-on. Actually, spoken tutorials are designed for self-learning. You can do side by side. You can actually do open your software in one window, open the tutorials in one window. Whatever you do in the tutorial, listen in the tutorial, you can replicate the same in your software. Okay, so that's one more good thing that is there, that we have amazing tutorials which are meant for self learning. You don't need any teacher to explain you how eSIM is to be used. Okay, so that's one more point. And definitely we are always available. We are just an email away. You can write to us that I have got this problem and we are here to solve. So just to explain more technical, that how, what are the features and what simulations you can do, everything, there is one small video. You can just see that video, and I'll come back after that. So I want to share my screen. Can I share my screen, Deepak?
Yes, Vinita.
No, ma'am.
Okay,
You,
I'll.
you can share, Vinita.
Okay, is my
It's,
screen
yes,
visible?
it's visible.
ma'am. Got it now.
Okay, is the music coming?
Yes, Vinita.
Okay, great. So just, it's a 1 minute video. Everyone please see. Okay, so that was the video. I want to stop share. How can I stop share? Is my screen still visible?
No,
No, right?
no, it's not visible anymore.
Okay, great. So I hope you all like the video. So basically, it was comparing the features with the proprietary software. So you would have seen that whatever OrCAD, LT Spice, Multisim, whatever they can do, eSIM definitely can do. In fact, we can do more. So I would recommend you to explore eSIM, check out the spoken tutorials, and come up, start contributing. And our team is there to guide you. And definitely, this is something which is apart from what you do in your regular studies. So you just do a normal circuit simulation, amplifier, BJT, flip flops, whatever you have, just those 10, 12 experiments you will do in your academics. But what about something more? Now the generation is about skilling up and getting upskilled. So we give you this platform. eSIM gives you a platform where you can do something more than your regular circuit simulation. Okay, so all the best to everyone, and thank you so much for joining, and we expect lots of contributions from you. Thank you. So now I would want Payal Mukherjee. She is the senior manager, one more senior manager of FOSSEE, and she's leading the open forum effort. Now slowly she is helping us to promote eSIM with the faculty partners and industry, and she will explain you how this is going to benefit you with your faculty partners and industry also. Thank you. Thank you. Over to you, Payal.
Thanks a lot, Vinita. So, good morning, everybody. In fact, good afternoon. So, I'm Payal Mukherjee. I'm working as a senior project manager of FOSSEE. And I would like to start with whatever Professor Karnan said about the development or the of about the developing countries and the role played by a FOSS, knowledge of FOSS in the development of any country. So, students, academia, and the corporate, they are the three pillars on which the development of a country exists. Okay, and as students, tomorrow you will either join the industry or you will join the academia. So it's very, very important to know about how FOSSEE is working with the academia as well as the industry. And this Industry Academia Connect is a big platform that FOSSEE project is opening up for the society, for all the Indians, and all. I mean, as a student as well as the part of industry and academia, everybody should partner with FOSSEE and take the benefits. So let me come to the benefits. About the industry? What the industry is getting out of FOSSEE. So any industry or any corporate, the first aim of that company or the industry is to achieve the maximum amount of benefit by incurring minimum amount of cost. And here, if the company is using a free and open source software, they are getting to use a licensed software, and the cost of the license is zero. So the investment is zero by the company, and they are getting a huge benefit of the FOSS. Now, the second benefit that they are getting is they are, getting in touch with a very skilled, workforce or trained workforce. Why I am saying is that FOSSEE is providing a platform for internship and fellowship for all the students. Okay, and any student can get connected to FOSSEE through our internship and fellowship programs, as well as all our programs that are held throughout the year. So if you connect to us and we are connected to the industry, then you have the opportunity to do internship and fellowship under the direct guidance of the people from the industry. Okay, as my colleague Vinita mentioned, that I am working with the CFD industry people. OpenFOAM is a software. It's a tool for solving problems in computational fluid dynamics. And students are getting trained by directly persons who are belonging to the CFD industry, which is a huge opportunity that FOSSEE is providing. Similarly, we have connection with the industry where eSIM is used. Okay, the electronics industry. We have partners from the academia as well. So the students are getting guidance by the faculty members as well as the people from the industry. So it's a huge opportunity that the students who are connected to FOSSEE are getting. Number three is like FOSSEE is into organizing workshops wherein not only the faculty members are involved, but also the industry people are involved. So for the industry people, it's a very good platform in that they can showcase their services. They can showcase the services that the company is providing for the betterment of the country. Okay, so this platform also FOSSEE is providing. Very soon we'll be organizing a workshop on CFD, wherein we will call the industry people to showcase their services. And the students will learn from them as to what are the practical knowledge that they need when they are aspiring to join the CFD industry. So similarly, for electronics students, you will all you will all be connected to the CFD industry with whom FOSSEE has a connection. Okay, and for the industry people also, they are getting this academia connect, so they can they can actually enrich their R&D sector of their industry, to become to develop it further. Okay, and what benefits that the academia or the students is getting is, number one, the skill development that my colleagues already mentioned, that through the internships and fellowships and through this kind of marathons, you are getting the practical knowledge of a software. And this is a very important aspect of skill development, which is in parallel with your regular curriculum that you are getting in your educational institutes or colleges. Okay, and then if you're connected to us, to FOSSEE, you can do internships and fellowships directly under the guidance of industry as well as the academic institutes. Okay, so with this, I'll wind up the talk. And I'll let me just mention once again that it's a beautiful opportunity. It's a platform, and it's free of cost. And also you will get certificates and the URL presence, which is it is going to be gem for your careers. Okay, so with this, I'll end my talk, and I wish all the best to all the participants for the marathon. So over to you, Usha.
Thanks, Payal. Thank you so much for your talk. So we would want you to give vote of thanks also. As no, I would want Sumanto. Sorry, Sumanto to interact with the students, and then Pile at the end you can give the vote of thanks.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So Sumanto is leading the eSIM effort, and he has done his masters from IIT Bombay. He has actually got his degree this year. So he has done MTech at IIT Bombay, and he is leading. He's working with us since a long time. He was an intern, and then he started contributing to eSIM, and now he's leading the effort. So, Sumant, over to you. Please explain the submission guidelines and more about the marathon, the timeline, and everything.
Yeah, hello. Yeah, thank you, Vinita ma'am, for welcoming me. So, may I share my screen?
Yes, you can.
Okay. No, I'm not able to share. I guess let me check. Just 1 minute. Yeah, sorry. Let me share my screen now. Is my screen visible?
Sumanto. Yes.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yes, sir. Visible is screen, sir.
Sumanto, just before you start, I just want the
Hmm.
eSIM team to reply to the queries which are coming on the chat. Varad and Shantipriya, can you please take care of that? Yeah, Sumanto, sorry. Please go ahead.
Yeah, so welcome to this marathon, easy marathon, and so it is circuit design and simulation marathon with IHP SG13G2. So yeah, so these are our partners, and yeah, so this is eSIM. So mentors for this marathon will be I myself, Sumanto, so working as assistant project manager in the FOSSEE project. So, and I'm working in FOSSEE since last 5 years and leading this effort of eSIM. Then we have other team members, Varat, Shantipriya, and Aditya. So they are associated with our team for more than 1 year, and they are working as a research assistant currently. And each one of them will say a few words about their experience with FOSSEE and some motivational thoughts. So I would request Varat to speak.
I'm audible, sir.
Yeah, you are audible, Varat.
So, hello everyone. It's an honor to be here with you today. As part of EC Marathon, as sir mentioned, I'm Bharat from FOSSEE team. I work as a full time on the eSIM project, like an open source easier tool to design, to make a circuit design, simulation, PCB development, and more accessible. Like it is more accessible to students, researchers, and professionals. Before joining IIT Bombay, I had an opportunity to work as a research trainee at ISRO Ahmedabad, where I focus on space grade FPGA in satellite division. So this experience gave me valuable exposure to real world hardware challenges and the importance of reliable simulation tools in some critical applications. The eSim Marathon, with its integration of the IHP open source PDK, represent a huge step forward, democratizing the VLSI and electronic design. It allows each of you as a participant to gain a hands-on experience with real design workflows, something that was once limited only to a large companies or a specialized lab. So I'm especially glad to be associated with you participants. We truly hope that the marathon becomes not just a competition, but the beginning of a great journey for you in electronics or VLSI and the open source innovation. The skills, the network, the confidence you will build here will carry you far beyond this event. So I wish you all the very best, and I look forward to seeing you as creativity and idea shine through. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Varad. So I would request Shanti Priya to talk about something about her experience. And yeah,
Yeah. Hello all, am I audible?
yeah, you're audible, Shanti Priya.
Yeah, I'm Shanti Priya this side. I'm a project research assistant in eSim. It's a very great pleasure to be here with you all in this inauguration of eSim with the IHP Marathon. And I want to share with you that this journey is not just about completing circuits or kind of projects. It's about learning beyond the classroom. In textbooks we learn concepts, right? But through this kind of platform we get to apply them, face challenges, and actually see circuits come alive. That's where real growth happens, right? When we try, make mistakes and learn to solve them. To all the participants, remember, every error, every difficulty is step closer to understanding. Don't get discouraged, be curious, stay patient, and remain consistent. Enjoy the process of learning. The experience you gain here will stay with you for behind your academics journey. And wishing you all a memorable marathon ahead. Let's make this most incredible opportunity.
Yeah, I would request. Thank you, Shanti Priya. I would request Aditya Minocha to talk about eSIM. So currently, we were also trying to tape out a chip out of IHP. So yeah, so I would request Aditya to mention about his experience with FOSSEE.
Yeah. Good morning, everyone. Thank you, Sumanto sir, for the introduction. I am Aditya Minocha, and I'm currently working as a research assistant in eSIM development. I wholeheartedly welcome you all to the eSIM marathon with these IHP PDK organized by FOSSEE IIT Bombay. Having been on the other side of this journey as a participant in the FOSSEE Summer Fellowship, working with the team here, I learned not only about open source EDA tools and circuit design, but also how powerful community-driven projects can be in shaping real-world skills. And the experience was transformative. In the summer internship, we designed multiple analog and digital ICs, which were then included in the eSIM sub-circuit libraries. So yeah, this that helped me to carry my work forward in the area of circuit design and VLSI. Now, coming to this hackathon is not just about competing. It's about learning, collaborating, and pushing your boundaries in circuit design. The tools and frameworks that you will be working with, for example, eSIM, ngSpice, and the IHP Open PDK, are not just academic exercises. These are some tools that researchers, engineers, and industry professionals are continuously using across the globe to design and simulate circuits that eventually power the world. Why is this important? Because circuit design is at the heart of every technological innovation, whether it's your smartphone processor or the next generation satellite communication system. And in India, with our vast and young talent pool, we have a huge opportunity to lead in this domain. This marathon is a stepping stone for each one of you, a chance to experiment, a chance to make mistakes and learn deeply and prepare yourself for future roles in VLSI and semiconductors. So lastly, I urge you all to be curious. I urge you all to make mistakes. And I also urge you all to find the solutions of those mistakes. Most importantly, we have to take in the process, enjoy the process, and remember that every great circuit was a simple idea at a time. And every engineer starts with a small project like this one. So all the very best to every one of you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you, Aditya, for your talk. So yeah, so moving on to the rest of the marathon. So why eSIM? So as Professor Karnan, Professor Prabhu, and Usha Madam has suggested, has talked. So this circuit design is, as we all know, is a niche area. It's very much talent necessary area where a lot of training is required. And a country like India has a lot of young manpower. So proprietary tools, we already have many proprietary tools running in the market, but this cannot be afforded by everyone in the academia and by the students basically, and also by the startups. So the FOSSEE team at IIT Bombay developed this tool called eSIM, previously known as OSCAD, to solve this issue. So as Usha ma'am said, there's a story like earlier eSIM was called OSCAD. But the Peace Prize people asked us to change it since it was similar to ORCAD. So we changed it to eSIM. Now so eSIM is completely free, libre, open source software, and it's an electronic design automation tool. And it is capable of mixed signal simulation and has lot many features which I will be discussing. So various activities for the implement. For example, we have the research migration project, we have circuit simulation project, we have the lab migration project. Earlier, we used to also support textbook companion. We have fellowships and internships, including those in computer science background can also join our internship programs. Those interested in AI ML as well. So yeah, so these are various activities, and one would get some honorarium and a certificate from the FOSSEE team. Yeah, so these are the things which we do through eSIM. So features of eSIM. So features is first is the schematic design. So we can draw a schematic using eSIM. You can draw a circuit basically, and KiCad is used as the front end in order to draw circuits. And PCB designing is also there with so we can add 3D models and design PCBs of multiple layers. So we are currently using KiCad version 6 in eSIM. And so one can refer to the documentation and draw various PCB design. We are increasing the various footprints available in eSIM. So yeah, and so KiCad is supporting the PCB designing. So analog simulation. Analog simulation is done by the ngSpice. The predominant ngSpice has the feature of analog simulation. So eSIM on the front end is KiCad, and on the back end we have the ngSpice. And so ngSpice allows us to do analog simulation. Then digital simulation, we have something called as maker chip EDA. We have integrated it too. And in the previous marathon we used it extensively, and it was supported by Redwood EDA and VHD. And so we did a marathon in SOC designing. And yeah, so one can even, so we also have mixed signal simulation. So mixed signal is nothing but a combination of analog and digital. We had made this possible by combining Verilator, the tool Verilator, and GHDL, which Verilator is used for Verilog simulation, Verilog or Verilog HDL, and system, all kinds of Verilog, system Verilog, TL Verilog, and various others. And yeah, so this uh, um, and GHDL is used for the simulation using VHDL code. So we have integrated this through the XSpice feature of ngSpice. And So it runs iterative mixed signal simulation. And yeah, so you can integrate, have analog design one side connected with ADC and DAC bridges with the digital design. So analog and digital world are integrated together. So yeah, so for example, you can design
Sumanto,
generator.
can we go to the marathon timeline and all, because
Yeah, we will go and
already
let me tell
discuss and
about the features.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
The schematic converters, we have the LT-SPICE and P-SPICE schematic converters available in eSIM. Then interface with the open source PDKs. As we know, Sky 130 was the earlier PDK, and currently we are running it with the ISP. So we will give you the guidelines how to interface ISP with eSIM. We are also adding AI support to the eSIM. So we have the chatbot features and all. Then, as Vinita ma'am told, we have huge component libraries, and students like you are supporting us by in their fellowships and internship activities by adding up to the libraries. We have a Docker support for easy installation. We also support on multiple OSs like Linux and Linux Ubuntu and Windows, and many more features are also there. So why ISP OpenPTK? So ISP is a fabrication unit in Germany, and they provide open source PDK. So Vladek Gravensky from ISP is leading this effort, and he's collaborating with us. And we have Vinayak and yeah, so many other people from ISP. But unfortunately, they couldn't join. But we will be having webinar sessions in the marathon, so we will invite them and they will talk to you. Then ISP is very easy to install as compared to Sky 130 PDK and so on. You just need to git clone and download it. And then chips can be fabricated at very low cost. So they are promoting this thing. So yeah. So some of the free shuttles they had run before, and now it will be done at very low cost, and probably they will also have some free shuttles in future. And yeah, so integration with many other open source tools like OpenLane and so on is also there for ISP, and open documentation is also available. So you can check various websites. So honor code for this marathon is like do's. So ask your mentors whatever you can, whatever doubts you have. So we four are the mentors: myself, Shantipriya, and Varad and Aditya. So we will help you out wherever you get stuck. We will in fact handle you to come to come to this level. And yeah, you can discuss amongst yourself with us in the Slack channel. Feel free to discuss, be open-minded, and participate in this marathon. So if you have any doubts, please feel free to ask. We are happy to help each other. And yeah, definitely we be proactive and community engaged in this marathon. And don't, so please be avoid plagiarism. Don't take, if you take something from some site, from some website or some document or somewhere else, please ensure that it is well cited. Any misconduct will not be tolerated, and we will take action against it. And in case, in any case, the final decision will be on the organizers, so we ourselves and the partners. So different stages in this marathon. So this marathon will be run in 3 stages. The first one is the literature survey stage, implementation stage, and the submission stage. And you are expected to communicate over the Slack channel at the link which we have sent you through mails. And if you haven't received the mail, you can email us on contact eSIM. If you have any doubt, you can even email us there. And we will be conducting webinars and doubt sessions as well. Don't worry. So yeah. So yeah, literature survey stage. The literature survey, as the name suggests, you need to do a literature survey, which is like searching out, researching various papers, this and that. So you shouldn't do any tools as installation or any implementation in this stage. You need to search for different circuits. So yeah, so just to mention, we are running this marathon same as the previous marathons, and the stages are the same. The rules are almost the same. So those who are experienced here can follow, are well aware of these things, but for the new ones, I'm repeating this. So read different papers in the literature survey stage, and then come up with one-page synopsis abstract, and then the synopsis should be in IEEE format, and document the synopsis well. Yeah, definitely we will be going through your synopsis, so it should be well documented, the synopsis. And yeah, so the main talent or the main thing is to how well you can document everything in just one page. And the synopsis should contain the proposed circuit and the expected waveform. So in one page space you need to mention manage everything. And submission instructions will be shared. We will be how you will be submitted through which form and all. And we will take it from, we will help you know in the upcoming webinar sessions. And dates are from 23rd September to 30th September, and we will be following the Indian Standard Time in all the marathon events, all stages of the marathon. So please follow these deadlines. And yeah, so yeah, so the example circuits, we can take any level, you can take any level of difficulty of circuits. You can take very simple to very, very complex processor course. So analog circuits like operational amplifiers, Smith trigger, phase lock loop, and yeah, different things, ADC, DAC, you can take up those things. And digital circuits, both combinational and sequential, like digital gates, flip-flops, multiplexers, registers, RISC-V processors, ASIC processors, or some other code which you get it online or something, you can try it out. Mixed signal circuits are also accepted here. Yeah, but try to ensure that you use the IHP PTK in every step of your design, especially in analog. So any questions up till now, you can just type in the chat box or unmute and say. I will wait for 1 minute or so. Any questions? Okay, then I will proceed to the next thing. So the implementation stage, the proposed circuits need to be implemented in this stage. So whatever you have proposed, you shouldn't change the
Sorry, Sumanto. Actually, there are some questions on the chat window. So just take a look at it, and you can, or Shantipriya or Varat can read it out, and you can reply to them. So there are some questions.
Okay. Okay, and let me go through the questions then. Explain more regarding literature. Yeah, so we will be having separate Harsh Goswami. So we will be having separate sessions, webinars, where we will explain and clear your doubts regarding the literature survey. It's just you need to search for some papers and choose a circuit out of that and those literature survey stages. And what will be the judging criteria? So judging criteria will contain uh, the most important thing in the judging would be the documentation, how well you document your report, and it should be, and your simulation should be running fine, and no plagiarism obviously. And yeah, so okay, now yeah, so only the front end design, no layout. We are only in the simulation stages, not in the layout stage as of now. We are just simulating the circuits. So we have selected one category in Google form. Yeah, so yeah, that was the proposed category. So after the literature survey stage, if you find that you have some better circuit, definitely you can change that. But after the literature survey, you are not allowed to change the circuits, except for special permissions from the organizers like the FOSSEE team. And yeah, but you're not allowed to change literature after the literature survey stage. Yeah, CSE branch students can also participate. It is open to every branch. All the interested participants can participate. All the interested residents can participate in this event. Is there any age restriction? No. Even the school students, college students, and postgraduate, PhD, all are invited. Everyone can participate in this.
So someone has asked whether we will share a format for the synopsis.
Yeah, so you need to follow the same IEEE format, which you can find from the IEEE website. We will send you a template afterwards.
We can even try to upload it on our webpage somewhere so that they can refer to that, and that we can do.
Yes, so we will share the format with you. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, so I hope I have replied to all of them. Yeah, Shantipriya has already loaded, I guess. No, yeah, so yeah, you need to follow the IEEE, not this one. The two-sided double, two-sided format of IEEE papers, but it should be one page only. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so in the implementation, so may I proceed, ma'am? I guess we are good to go. I guess there are no doubts pending. If anything, please, if anything, please feel free to message in the chat box. So yeah, in the implementation stage, you need to implement the circuits, install the tools, the eSIM and the IHP PDK toolchain and whatever dependencies are required. And feel free to discuss in the Slack channel if you face any issues in solving the problems. If someone is doing well, then feel free to share your ideas and everything. It's a collaborative activity. Build friends. So please feel free to collaborate in the Slack channel, and yeah. So implement the circuits using the tools and yeah, so we will share some recorded videos. Please follow them to get the easy installation of the tools, and get the simulation waveforms matching the proposed waveforms, whatever you propose in the literature survey stage, and the simulation waveforms should be matching. You need to create a GitHub repository with a well-documented README file, and you need to create a one-page synopsis report similar to that of the literature survey stage, but this time with the actual plots instead of the proposed plots. So dates of the marathon implementation stage would be from 1st to 14th October, and then finally we have the submission stage. So the following details need to be submitted. So link to the well documented GitHub repository, and one-page synopsis report, and the eSIM project files, whatever project files you will be using, especially the netlist file, the .cir.out file you need to submit. You need to compress them and submit it. We will share you the instructions to be followed for the submission, and the dates would be 14 to 17 October, and we will be following Indian Standard Time as suggested earlier, and we will release your submissions under the GNU Public License 3. So yeah. So any questions now? Yeah, let me check in the chat box. Yeah, so Virendra, yeah, no matter it's free of branch, you can. So there are some terminal related stuff as well, bash and all. So I would request even the CS people to participate. Ravi Patel, sir, I am thinking of the RISC-V processor. That waveform I have to add first in the proposal, as it will be generated after completing it. Yeah, so Ravi, you can add. So in the proposal, if you are trying to implement RISC-V, which will be very much complicated, so instead of so you can add the block diagram and the application waveform maybe. For example, if you are trying to generate a sine wave out of a RISC-V processor, So please give a sine wave waveform or other details. You can give the block diagram or the architecture of the this 5 processor. Yeah. Yeah, Virendra, students, CS background are also allowed to participate. So Siddiqui, Mohammed Siddiqui, so sir, there will be elimination in the literature survey round or not? So you should ensure that you will you have submitted a well documented literature survey, and if you successfully do it, then you will clear the literature survey round. Otherwise, you cannot participate in the further rounds. So, sir, I have not received. The further instruction mails are not sent, only the videos and the Slack link mails are sent. If in case you have any doubt, Chirag, so please send us on contact-esim@fossee.in related to Slack channel or any other thing. Okay. So is IHP PDK already integrated with eSIM? Any demo planned to use? Yeah. So the PDK is not integrated with eSIM, but there are some certain steps which you need to follow. We will share some videos, demo videos by which you can integrate the IHP PDK with eSIM. So demo videos will be shared. And if you have any issues still, then we will solve them out. So what do eligible for participants, sir? So yeah, there is no eligibility criteria. You can participate, as I told. So CS background students can participate. Yeah. So you need to perform all the stages well. That's the only criteria as the eligibility. Sir, in the literature survey should be mentioned design specifications. Yeah, so you should be mentioning the design specifications in literature survey because you are researching the thing, and in case in the implementation stage you have some minor changes, you're allowed to do in the implementation stage. So we will be sent the mail regarding the further instructions. No. Yeah, so we will send you the mail, and also please be active on the Slack community, Chirag. We request you to I would request Shantipriya, Varad, Aditya to share the link, Slack channel link over here as well. Can I also do digital design, Sriram? Yes, you are allowed to do digital design as well. Okay. So okay, so I guess I have solved all the queries. Any other queries? Please type in the chat box. I'm waiting for a few seconds. Okay, no query, no sir. Anything else? Okay, great. So Virendra says, Sriram. So for analog, what PDK to use? Yeah, so as we said, IHP SG132, the name mentioned in the website. So you need to use the IHP Open PDK only. Can you make tutorials on newbies? And yeah, we are in the process. It will take some time. Which programming language or tools should I focus on to start contributing? So these topics are out of the marathon event. You can start focusing on your background, on your branch in your school of study. So, sir, are the demo videos already shared? Or yeah, so Nishit, the demo videos are not yet shared. We will share them over the course of time. Please be active on the Slack channel. Yeah, so we would request you to be active on the Slack channel, and please check your mails also regularly. Mostly we will be communicating over the Slack, but please also be active on the mails. Okay. So, sir, can I download this? So we don't ask participants. We ask participants not to download eSIM, but if you want until the implementation stage, but if you want, you can try it out. But please do not ask much queries about if you face any issues in practicing and all. So Tanisha, since we are focused in a particular flow, so not to disturb the flow. So Tanisha, the mentors, and where? Yeah, so we are active on the Slack channel. Please feel free to be active there. You can contact in the Slack. Other ways of communication are always there, like LinkedIn and all, but we would request you to maintain the flow of maintain the rules of the marathon and be active on the Slack. Can design also be converted to layout? Yeah, so Vipul, please do the marathon well. If your simulation is running quite well, your design is quite well, then we can go for further steps of layout and RTL to GDS2 and different other things, and get your chip fabricated. What are the ongoing FOSSEE processes right now? So you can check our website, eSim https fossee.in. And depending on your branch of study, you can join. No, so Sriram, no, it is not available by default, but we will share the links and all with you, a video link, so that you can download, install it separately. Yeah, but Ravi, so research paper is not a necessity. You can search for any other reference. It's good if you take up a research paper, but it's not a necessity. It's not a necessity thing, like necessary thing. Like you will check the research. So it's not very much necessary. You can take some circuits from some articles or some websites as well. But research papers, good reputed research journals help you to ensure that the things and details are published are correct, and you should get similar results when you replicate those things. So yeah, but it's not a necessary thing. You can take up from any other place. So example design, I have already shared the flip-flops and different other things. You can check this session in the live YouTube streaming. So we have the recording there. So you can check this particular slide for example designs. So flip-flops, even simple designs to advanced complicated designs, flip-flops, gates and all, transistors and all to amplifiers and all to the complicated RISC-V processors, system on chip and all you can design. Okay, so I hope there are no more queries. Any other queries? Okay, so let me
I
move.
think other queries we can take it on the email or Slack channels because we are already running late. So thank you, Sumanto. It was a wonderful session, and I think most of the people's doubt are solved.
Yeah.
If you have any further doubts, please email Sumanto please email the eSIM team, contact-esim@fossee.in. I think Varad or Shantipriya can just put it on the chat link. And also there is a Slack channel where you can join the channel, and most of the things about marathon can be discussed there. And don't miss out checking our websites. All our important announcements are on our website, on our LinkedIn page, Instagram page. Do follow us on these pages so that you don't miss out on any important announcement about the next webinar details and everything, what is to be done. Definitely there will be an email from the eSIM team about the next steps and the next webinar, if at all we conduct, when we conduct. So we keep checking your uh, inbox. We will send email to the email ID which you have given us in the registration form. So that is the registered email ID. So please keep checking that ID, and all the best to you. So now I invite Payal to just give a vote of thanks. Thank you everyone for joining. Payal, please go ahead.
Yeah, thanks, Vinita. So before we close the session, let me just announce a very important thing for all the students who have joined and who will be participating in the marathon. That is like today, if your college is providing you a licensed version of a proprietary software, please don't take it, I mean, as the full stop of your knowledge. because today you are students and tomorrow the future is very uncertain. Like tomorrow you may go ahead and go ahead for your own startup. You may also join an MSME. There is no surety that you will get to join a company where this kind of proprietary software is being used, because nowadays many companies are using FOSS. So not only eSIM but the knowledge of FOSS is very, very important. Please take it as mandatory. Please visit FOSSEE.in and go through all the software that comes under the FOSSEE umbrella that FOSSEE trains. For example, you may find Python, Scilab, everything to be useful in your career. So please go through all the software that are listed under the FOSSEE.in website, and please try to learn as much software, as much free and open source software as possible. This is very useful for your future, and please take it as mandatory. Okay, so with this, let us close this session. I would like to thank the Ministry of Education and Government of India for funding the FOSSEE project. I would like to thank IIT Bombay for providing us all the facility to carry on this project here. I would like to thank Professor Prabhu Ramachandran for leading the team as a PI of this project. I would also like to thank Professor Karnan Modgalia, who is always there to help us and to motivate all the team members of FOSSEE. I would like to thank my colleagues, the senior managers, Ms. Usha Vishwanathan and Ms. Vinita Ghavri. I would like to thank the eSIM team members, Sumanto, Varat, Shantipriya, and Aditya. I would also like to thank the eStudio team of IIT Bombay for supporting this session. And at last, I would also like to thank everybody who have joined today. So with this, we are closing the session. Thank you so much for joining. For further queries, please email us. Okay, so
thank you.
thank you.
Bye, everyone. Thank you for joining.